Good evening. Welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. Thank you so much for welcoming me into your home and into your wherever you watch your TV. It's such a pleasure and a joy for me to be able to bring to you what I find from music. Tonight, we're just, oh my goodness, we're so blessed. This young lady I kind of found at an open mic. I was kind of hiding in the back like I do when I sneak into open mics, and I saw her play, and then I couldn't find her on Facebook. So our friend Vince Tuckwood told me who she was, and I was like, I need to see you again. I need more music of yours. And since then, we've become fast friends, and she's an amazing musician. She's a service person's wife, and I have to give her tons of credit for that. But more importantly, she's an amazing songwriter. She writes from the heart. You'll see the depth of her understanding of life. She's got to be an old soul as you listen to her music. Please help me welcome into your home, Christine Salazar.
Thank you. This first song is called The Ballad of Emily Thorne. Emily, oh, won't you let it go? Can't you see what your bitterness does to me? Everything you know is just for show. It's the freezing of winter's kiss. Leave it be. He doesn't love you, not that you'd want him to. He's in love with the memory. In the lion's den, patience is your friend, calculating every move till its end. But the price is high, and we both know why. You would purchase the best revenge one can buy. The allies that you avoid keep you from being destroyed. You make the ultimate sacrifice. What will you win if in the end you watch them all fall? Will it bring him back or erase the past? Was he gone at all? Ooh. Labyrinth of lies, elaborate disguise. Will this justice result in your demise? That is no concern. You would see them burn, even if it means everything you love dies. I know you're out for blood. It's just misguided love. Your heart is one that won't compromise.
Thank you. This next song is on my debut album, which you can find on iTunes. The album is called Onto Something. And the song is called My Friends.
When you are near, I forget all my fears. Memories of pain slide away from my brain, and one day we may go our separate ways. But I hope that won't ever be the case. When I'm with you, the darkness is erased. You seem so happy, like you're living a dream. And sometimes I'm jealous, 'cause my scars go unseen. I try so hard not to seem far away, or to fall into some silly game. I wanna be with you all of my days. And I don't want this reverie to ever end. And I know there's so much that's broken that I need to mend. I'm just so glad I can call you. I'm just so glad I can call you. I'm just so glad I can call you my friends. The space that we occupy is so small. Seems like there's hardly room to move at all. I must admit that I like it that way, 'cause it seems like you never let me fall. But I know that is not your job at all. And I don't want this reverie to ever end. And I know there's so much that's broken that I need to mend. I'm just so glad I can call you. I'm just so glad I can call you. I'm just so glad I can call you my friend. I call you my friends, yes.
Woo-hoo!
Thank you very much. This next song is also one from my first album called Onto Something. And this song is just about being present wherever you are. It's called At Peace.
sight. Nightmares reveal what hopes can no longer hide. Help me keep my eyes open. I don't want to see the pictures that my mind paints for me. I wandered through winter, I sank in the snow. I found you in springtime, but I was still cold. Summer passes so quickly, and with the turning of trees, the long warm days turn into memories. But if I let myself cry, I'll be no better off. If the tears sting my eyes and the pain just won't stop, so instead I'll remember to just be at peace. I hope I figure out what that means. That the rest of my heart would grow back, shrinking in silence and fading to black. It's growing so heavy and it's growing so numb, but I'll just smile and fool everyone. I'll keep it together, I'll keep going strong. I'll keep right on singing and I'll try to hold on. You might love me, and I might love you. So wish I could see me as you do. 'Cause if I let myself cry, I'll be no better off. If the tears sting my eyes, then the pain just won't stop. So instead I'll remember to just be at peace. I hope I figure out what that means. If I let myself cry, I'll be no better off. If the tears sting my eyes and the pain just won't stop, so instead I'll remember to just be at peace. I hope I figure out what that means.
Thank you very much. This next one is a song that I wrote a few years ago. And if you've ever had feelings for someone and not really have it go the way that you want it to, you might relate to this song. It's called Anyway.
Putting up those walls again. I can't say that I blame you. I really want to be a friend, and I don't want to shame you. I know that I shine brighter when you're standing far away, 'cause up close you can see the mask I used to hide my face. So please do what you got to. I'll be okay. I'll be a little sad, but don't feel bad. Some loneliness might do me good anyway. Got complicated, I guess they always do. I feel like half the time I'm hated and having love with you. I think that it's the way your eyes glow when you think there's a chance that we didn't meet by accident or just mere happenstance. So please do what you got to. I'll be okay. I'll be a little sad, but don't feel bad. Some loneliness might do me good anyway. Today you met a pretty girl who isn't such a mess. Maybe she'll let you call her darling. Maybe she'll stay and make you breakfast. I'm craving your attention, but I can't give you my heart. I gotta let you go now, so you can give this love a chance to start. So please do what you got to. I'll be okay. I'll be a little sad, but don't feel bad. Some loneliness might do me good. So please do what you got to. I'll be okay. I'll be a little sad, but don't feel bad. Some loneliness might do me good anyway.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
I'm going to do one now that's from my new album. It's called All My Good Intentions. It's available on Amazon, iTunes. And,
My hands.
And yes. And this is a song that I wrote the day I found out my ex was messing around on me. But this is a romantic love song. I guess I wrote it ironically. This song is called Sweet.
You still hold my hand and the door for me. You still get so shy when I catch you staring at me. You still wash your glass when you finish your drink. Don't want to leave any dirty dishes in my sink, and I think you're sweet. And I still laugh at all your jokes, even when they're bad. And I pretend your racial slurs don't make me mad. I find out all the scores for all your favorite teams, hoping when we talk you'll find me interesting, 'cause I think you're sweet. Yes, I think inside. The shameful secrets we all try so hard to hide. Maybe on that day you'll say you love me still. But will you mean it? Will I hope to God? I pray to God you will. So for now I guess we just hope for the best and let the universe take care of all the rest. I'm sure you've got your issues, believe me, I've got mine. But we can get to all that drama in good time, 'cause I think you're sweet, and you say you think I'm pretty neat. Yes, I think you're sweet.
Thank you.
goodness.
I'm going to throw it back now to a song I wrote several years ago when I was in a pretty dark place. This song is on my first album, which I released in July 2011. And this song is called Find Me Now.
Went outside to greet the sun today, but it wouldn't even look my way, and I couldn't help but feel so alone. They say you've always got to seize the day and keep all those nasty thoughts at bay, but self-indulgence is the closest comfort I've known. What do I do? I'm so far from you. I am lost and I can't find my way. Find me now, climb that mountain, cross the ocean. Always said you would. Please somehow find your way back into my arms. I thought you understood. Find me now. I think that I've become invisible. I didn't know that was possible. And every mark that I've made has been erased. I know I really shouldn't crave your touch. I know I think about you way too much. I also know you can break any walls I've raised. What do I do? I'm so far from you. I am lost and I can't find
Thank you. Thank you. This is coming in and out. I got a couple more for you. This song I wrote with the Navy wife in mind, and I hadn't even met my husband yet. So it was kind of prophetic when we met, and I realized that before I'd even met him, the song was for him. So to all you Navy wives out there missing your fella, hang in there, it gets better. This song is called Always With You. Well, I think my shoes might be too small, but that don't bother me at all. It's too nice outside today, and it seems that I have gained some weight. The radio's playing that song I hate, but it's okay, it's beautiful today. For months and months I've waited for the sun. Rainy, cloudy days just aren't as fun. Oh, why can't the sky always be this blue? And why can't I always be with you? It's Wednesday and I overslept. I think my boss might be upset, but it's too nice outside today. And there's some gum stuck to my shoe, and now it's in the carpet too. But it's okay, it's beautiful today. And I will not forget how good you feel. From now I'll dream of you until it's real. Oh, why can't the sky always be this blue? And why can't I always be with you? Now I found my stockings have a hole. My phone fell in the dog's water bowl, but this won't bring me down today. Everybody knows that life is hard, and everyone's got their share of scars. Forget it all and seize the day. Miss you oh so much, you're so far away. When you get back home in my arms, you'll stay. Oh, why can't the sky always be this blue? And why can't I always be with you? Yeah, why can't I be with you? Always with you. Thank you. I got one more to throw at you. And this song is on my newest album, which is called All My Good Intentions. And this song is just about being fed up. You know, sometimes we get fed up. This song is called I'm Done.
Do you see me here? Am I coming through clear enough to please your eye? 'Cause I'm headed for a land of sunnier shores and bluer, truer skies. My time has run out for loving you, waiting for you to do what you say you'll do. Will you walk, will you run, will you say I'm the one when I'm walking the other way? Will you know it's too late, will you hesitate, will you listen to what I say? Forget it, I'm done. Forget it, I'm done. Overcome by lust that turns into disgust, then flips right back around. It always ends the same when I'm playing your game, because you always let me down. Well, I've had enough of all your lies. Too much of my life has passed me by. Will you walk, will you run, will you say I'm the one when I'm walking the other way? Will you know it's too late, will you hesitate, will you listen to what I say? Maybe I will regret for a minute when it's cold and I am alone, but I cannot believe you are toxic. I'll just keep all my love for my own. You say I'm the one when I'm walking the other way. Will you know it's too late? Will you hesitate? Will you listen to what I say? Will you walk? Will you run? Will you say I'm the one when I'm walking the other way? Will you know it's too late? Will you hesitate? Will you listen to what I say? Forget it, I'm done. Forget it, I'm done. Yeah. Forget it, I'm done.
Thank you.
Awesome. So come on over.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Can I unplug?
I'm sorry. She's awesome. And she didn't even do some of my favorite songs, but you'll have to get the CD to find that out. We'll talk about them though. She did some songs today I didn't hear before, so that was cool.
Hi.
Awesome. Is this Star Trek thing on here? Is this a Star Trek?
Indeed,
What is
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh my.
Starfleet. Yeah, diehard fan.
I didn't know that you were a Starfleet Enterprise girl, but that's cool.
Well, I almost wore my my uniform
No,
today, but I
no.
didn't want to have to.
Different show. Different show. Although this picture kind of looks a little Starfleety.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got the goggles on there.
How is it you give yourself 8 arms? What do you think?
Well, the artwork on the back of the CD, I had my niece, Amber Poston, who does art for like bands and stuff.
Yeah.
She goes under Lady Crass commissions. But I wanted to represent the many facets
Of you.
of me.
And that
So-
certainly does.
I mean, we've got, I'm a triathlete, so we've got a running shoe and a pair of swim goggles there. I'm really interested in science, so I've got like an atom symbol
Yep.
here. Music. I do like to have a drink once in a while, so there's a martini.
I've never seen that part of you. That's okay.
And the Om symbol, which just represents the mysteries of the universe. You know,
Yeah.
the things that we can't see right here in front of us. And a heart. Because she didn't want to try to do a tiny bicycle for the triathlon. So she
Oh my goodness.
she just did a
But
heart.
triathlons of love are quite real.
Yes.
I think it is rather, this is what I said before, that you are an old soul. And I do think it's rather prophetic that you wrote a song about your Navy experience before you had it.
know. Yeah, that kind of blew my mind.
And he's kind of a neat guy, that husband of
He's
yours.
okay.
He's don't let him know that. So the song "Let's Pretend You Didn't Do Today."
I didn't do that one today.
You did
No.
it at my house when we had our
I?
house concert.
Oh my goodness, that was a small group to do that song.
But it was good. It was good. I love that song. Tell us a little bit about it. It's on the album.
Well, that song, it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek, sort of snarky look at sometimes when we meet someone we're interested in, we're willing to ignore all the little red flags.
That
You
come
know?
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the ways that you're completely different, all the ways that their beliefs and your beliefs might not be compatible at all. And you'll be in denial about that until you just can't anymore.
Right.
Until you just
Well, and
can't.
I think that the older you get, well, my experience is the older I get, the less I'm willing to do that when I
Yes.
meet a new person. If you
Yes.
don't like me who I am, then we're probably not supposed to be friends anyway.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that's why I have such a small circle.
Well,
And-
we learn, you know.
Yeah,
through
and
those
I'm okay with that. I
experiences.
think it's a good thing. When did you start playing music?
I think I was about 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
My mom got me started playing piano lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And out of all my sisters, I was the only one that kept doing it. Then when I was a little older, I joined the kids choir at the Methodist church that my family attended.
Mm-hmm.
And just, I don't know, joined the choir in school and just kind of found my voice that way. A lot of my background also comes from, I was the worship leader at a youth group at my old church
Yeah.
many years ago. And there's something about singing in front of people, especially when they're singing along with you,
Oh, exactly.
you know, that is so powerful. And so that's also why I like to do Let's Pretend for big groups, because so many people like that song. They'll sing along at the top of their lungs, and it's just so much fun. It's
Well,
so fun song.
I agree. Speaking of singing along, you have a gig coming up in September 18th, and this show will air before that. So you are going to be on stage with two other incredible musicians. Liz DeLisa, I don't know if you got to meet her. You guys were both here in town at the same time.
I don't think I did get to meet her yet.
Oh my goodness, she's a lot of fun. And she likes to do a little bit of tongue-in-cheek too, but she also wrote this album that she has about street kids. So it's really cool. And also, and I know you haven't met her, is Kayla Farnham, and she's going to be there too. And we've asked, Friday Night Folk has asked that the three of you at the end get together and do some sing-alongs, because the audience of Friday Night Folk loves that. So that show is going to be, just so y'all can put it on your calendar, September 18th, and that's a Friday night Folk on J Street. So just put it in your heads. That's an exciting show coming up for all of us.
I'm so excited. Yeah, and I was really excited when you said they wanted us to do a song together, because collaborating with other artists
Is always a way to grow.
Oh yeah, and so much fun.
Yeah,
So much fun.
someone just said on Facebook, they were talking about being I think it was Rainey said that we all need to go, as seasoned artists, we need to go to open mics and band jams so that we can stretch and grow. I think she was the one that said that.
Absolutely.
That she had been to one and really, and that's where I found you.
Yeah, and it's funny because I went through a spell of like a couple years after I met the man I married, where I wasn't writing much at all, and I was like, am I just too happy? I have no sorrow in my life, so I'm not writing anything. I wrote a little bit here and there, but not much at all. But then I moved out here, and once I started spending time with the other songwriters at open mic, the songs started flowing out again.
Yeah.
I realized, oh, that's what it is. I just need to be around people writing to have an
Well,
inspiration.
and not just that, I think that you get more free time now with
Yes.
your husband out at sea, although he's home right now.
He's home right now,
Yeah,
yeah.
hold on to that,
Oh,
because
yeah.
he'll be gone again.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, that's too bad. But it's good. It's good that you as a Navy wife can embrace that. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't. If I have a partner in my life, I want that partner there. Maybe not all the time, but
A lot of the time.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
I-
definitely challenging when he was out at sea. Very lonely at times, but it kind of kept us in that honeymoon phase of our relationship
Cool.
for way longer than I think it would have happened in other circumstances. So
Well, every time he comes home, it's a new honeymoon.
exactly.
Yay.
Yeah,
That's
so
nice.
Keeps it exciting.
So let's talk about a lot of things. When did you pick up the guitar? Because you did the piano and then you did the voice, but you didn't talk about when you actually picked up guitar.
Yeah, I was about 15 years old, and I had a friend in church that wanted to teach me how to play guitar, and so I learned by picking up a couple songs that were on the radio to learn, and then from there started learning the songs for church, and then that's when I transitioned in playing guitar, leading worship for the youth group. So that was, oh God, I guess about almost 20 years ago now. The time does fly.
Yeah, and you're not old enough to be that old.
No.
So where do you think your influences come from? Like when you think about it, whose music has really made you write the way that you write?
I think it was a lot of the female artists that I listened to in my teen years, like songwriting styles of Alanis Morissette, Jewel, Fiona Apple, Tori Amos especially. And then later in life I discovered other writers like Brandy Carlisle. She's at Washington State, very talented. So it's usually the female voices that I relate
Newer
to.
ones. You don't go
Yeah.
back to like the Joni Mitchells and...
No, not as much.
Well,
no.
that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Your voice is different from all of that, so it's nice to hear what you do. Now, you found a lot of peace in your life at a very young age. Where do you gather your peace from?
Well, that's a tough question because
It is.
um,
That's what Grandma does. She asks the tough questions.
but I think my peace comes from practice, meditation. It's a deliberate thing because in this world, everything is going at such a fast pace. If we don't deliberately take time to be still, then it's not going to find us.
Right.
There's always the next thing to do. And it also just so happens that I have amazing family and amazing friends and a lot of support in my life right now. So that definitely contributes to the peace.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but in other times in my life where things haven't been as smooth as they are now, meditation and also music have been huge refuges for me.
Music is always my solace. It's also, if I'm feeling a little too low, I can put in the right music and I'm on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's why my taste is so eclectic. It goes
Yeah.
all the way from really old Baroquean music all the way up to some really advanced independent stuff.
Sure. Well, our moods are so diverse, you know?
Some people don't get that, and they listen to top 40 radio all the time. I think that's why America has flatlined, because they don't listen to enough music. Oh, did I say that out loud? I said that out loud. So, how do you feel? This is going to be another weird question, because you're not from New England.
That's right.
How do you feel about being a part of not just New England, but the New London music scene? Because you're really starting to be integrated into what goes on here in this such a vibrant place full of music. How does it feel to be a New Englander for the time being?
Well, I got to tell you, I am really happy here. I love it here, especially now that the weather's warmed up a little bit and we've got leaves on the trees. It's beautiful. But I think where I started playing my own original music back in Washington State was a good place for me to start and kind of get my chops and get a little bit more comfortable on stage. Because when I came to New England, it seemed like almost all of the players that I've encountered are so incredibly skilled.
Well,
Very, very talented.
so are you, though.
Thank you.
You are, because if you weren't, I wouldn't have. I literally went home the night that I saw you at open mic. Now, I told you, I sneak in and I kind of peer around and sit back and listen a little bit, and then I disappear because I really don't want people to know I'm there. Most people, I don't faze them anymore, but sometimes some of the younger kids or the people that just know me as grandma get a little intimidated because they know I can put them on TV or radio or whatever. So I don't want people really to know I'm there, and I'm kind of an introvert anyway. So I snuck in and out, and I heard you, and I ran home, and I'm like looking for you everywhere, and I
so
couldn't.
awesome.
Well, because I was looking for the Christine here, and I'm looking for pictures through people that I know that are at that open mic. I'm glad that we connected. You've been on the radio with me. This is a really, really great CD. It's I'm just going to put this out there. It's a little heavy. It's a little dark. Not because it's not full of richness and full of good things, but it's got a full heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not something that you're going to put on and dance around the room to. You're going to sit and listen to it and learn from it. I think that I like Let's Pretend because it's probably the more lighthearted, snarky.
Yeah.
That's the word. I love that word. I haven't heard that word in a really long time, but that's a great word.
Yeah.
I'm going to use it. Can I use that?
Absolutely. It's not.
I'm
snarky.
It's the next to the last song on the album, and it is my favorite. I also like Heaven. And you did Sweet. And then the song that I'd never heard before that you did today, I was sitting here listening to the words and I'm like, what the heck is she doing following me around? The one that You See Me Brighter When I'm Further Away, the one, that song, like people in my lives, the further away they are from me, they see me as something more than I am.
Right.
And I'm not, and I'm just Dot, and I'm just grandma down here, like, I'm just me. And see me as that, deal with that. Be my friend because of grandma. Not, I mean, the Dot grandma.
And people tend to automatically put so many expectations on people without even realizing they're doing it.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
So where are you taking yourself now?
Well, I'm playing some shows in the New England area coming up.
Yep, you have a Nightingales gig coming up on the, I don't know if you'll air by then, the 22nd of May.
Yes.
So I'm not sure this should air by then.
Okay.
It should air 2 weeks from today, 2 weeks from Saturday. So it should. And then what else do you have coming up?
I've got a show at Hank's Dairy Bar.
Yeah.
I'm going to be playing
I know him pretty well.
Do you? Yeah.
Not Hank, but yeah.
So that'll be interesting. That's out in Plainville.
Yep.
I think.
And the food is good.
I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and sometimes the crowd is kind of large.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you got in with that. How did you get that?
Well, Mike Minarski, the guy who was coordinating it, happened to be at Common Ground Open Mic at Bulkley House.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so I chatted with him and made a contact that way.
Well, see?
Yeah.
See? You have to get out to these open mics. Yeah. They're great things to do. Now, here's my big question. This is not that my other questions haven't been kind of big. I've kind of nailed you with a bunch of them. I'm going to take the whole world away. Like, there's a big, huge meltdown. And all that's left is you, a piece of musical instrument or your voice. That's an instrument, too. All that's left is you, one instrument, and 12 children. What are you going to do to make sure, number one, that there's some kind of legacy, and number two, that children understand the reality of how important music is?
Well, so I get either my voice
or an instrument.
Okay, I would go with my voice then. Yeah, and I guess I would just try to instill in these kids what will be important in the future, what will bring them peace. It seems like kids today are so distracted by technology.
It's gone.
It's gone. So
yeah, in this,
it's just me, 12 kids.
Yeah, and nothing else.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
you can feed yourselves. Maybe you can create some instruments. I don't
Sure.
know.
So like a desert island sort of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would just encourage them to find out what makes them happy.
And you'd include music in helping them to find that?
Sure. Absolutely. I don't see how I couldn't. We wouldn't have
Right.
anything else to do.
Right. I agree with you so much. What are some of the things that you like to do besides music? Because I know that you're pretty talented and I know that you're very diversified. So what kinds of things do you do besides, you said you were a triathlon. Are you still doing that?
I haven't done any triathlons in the last year or so, but I still am very into it. I'm training for a half marathon.
Woohoo!
I'll be doing that in November in Las Vegas. So,
Nice.
yeah, I'm meeting up with my sister. They do this rock and roll marathon where there's a band at every mile that plays, and they do it at night. So you run all around. 13.1 miles is a half marathon, and then you run onto the Las Vegas Strip at the end at night. It's just beautiful. I've done this run before, and yeah, the funny thing about Las Vegas is, you can have a drink out in the street. So I was running with my husband, and he can be a little bit adventurous. So he's running along, and he's like, "Hey, you want a beer?" And I'm like, "Okay, we're running a half marathon. Sounds great." And so he runs ahead from our group, and then comes back, and he's got a couple of drinks, but they don't have twist-off lids. So we're like, what we're going to do? And then we see a police officer. It's like, maybe he's got a bottle opener or something, a lighter. So we went up to the police officer. "Excuse me, sir, would you mind please opening our bottles?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah." He's like, "I've got my keys right here. I've got a bottle opener." He pulls his keys out of the squad car, opens them up. And he's like, "I've seen a lot of people drinking. I've seen a lot of people running. But you are the only ones I've seen doing both at the same time. I think that's cool."
I think that if I drank and ran, I'd fall down.
Yeah, it takes practice.
Well, keep practicing. Anytime you want to come and play music at my house in my backyard, you just yell out loud, and
Okay.
we'll have you come and play. And I just adore you. I think that you're fabulous. And as always, we've run out of time. So why don't you go and take us out with a song? And while you're getting ready, watch your little
My
thingy.
line. Okay.
And I will tell you all that there's some great things coming up the same weekend of the 18th. The 19th and 20th is also the Garlic Festival over in Mystic. Also, the IM Festival is Saturday, the 19th. That's right in downtown. They haven't got a lineup of musicians yet. The Hive Skate Shop, they're all over the place. They're doing skateboard stuff out on the plaza and down on. Check those guys out, because not only do they know what they're doing, they know how to do it safely. The Eyeglass Lash, she's up on State Street, and she's doing really cool stuff. Check out Sarge's Comics. It's been awarded one of the best comic book stores, I guess, on this coast. I don't know the whole thing, I just know it just got an award. So Sarge's Comics, they've got all kinds of comics, all kinds of comic toy things, right here in downtown New London. We have to support our local stuff. We have to keep our economy going. Fiddleheads, great food, great stuff, organic, good stuff. Check out your local stuff. Check out your neighbor, make sure she's okay, he's okay, especially if you live next door to the elderly. It's all about local. It's all about loving one another. Keep things local, keep things live. Check out the music, check out the arts, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.